Oh, hi guys, how you doing and howdy doody, welcome again. It's really nice that you joined me. I've got a nice cup of tea. What I'm currently doing is I'm practicing some artwork for my new cartoons I've got coming in the works. Let me just show you some rough stuff I've been doing here. These are some face drawings, as you can see, that are not the best. They're just like rough face drawings, just trying to practice ways of drawing faces. I started off with basic guides like this. Turned down, made them like faint, like, you know, just about viewable in a layer, then made another layer on top with a black pen and turned it fairly down, so it's more like a pencil almost. Zooming in and working around that guide to kind of design faces. Anyway, I found that I still need a guide on top of the guide as well, so I turned these off visibility wise, and then I just did a few blue penciling, it's called, when you use like the blue, you know, there's like a pencil sketch people do, like it's a pencil like drawing first, like a guide, you know, and then you draw the proper characters on top. You can do this for anything, but for faces, for example. So I got a basic guide set up for different angles of the head here, like 4 different rough angles. I just bashed down quickly, and then what I did is I went on top of that with a red pen and just turned that blue one slightly down, fainter, so you can see. And I did another guide on top with like a slightly reddish kind of dark red kind of colour pen, and another guide. And then the idea is to bring that down as well, and you can even turn off the blue one then when you're done, or just leave it there as a guide anyway. But now the idea is that these two guides work together, you know, to the point where you can then do a third layer on top and start designing some faces. Before we do that, I'm going to just show you something else though here, okay? I'm going to open this, and again, like another file. I'm going to show you what I did. So with the blue pen, with the layer, like with the opacity turned fairly down, just move down myself here. No, I'll keep myself up. Where should I keep myself? Hold on. I'm just wondering where to keep myself. Where should I put myself? God dang it. Whatever, I keep myself there for now. And the idea was to come here. Hold on. Yeah. The thin pen. And the idea is I just did this. Like I did a circle for the head there, really rough. And then underneath there for the chin, a little bit below. See? There. See? Now what that represents is that little extra bit there. It's like a little half of a circle almost underneath. It's the bottom of the main circle is the nose, you see. And then this extra part down below this piece is basically the chin, so this is the jaw, see. So between that nose line here and the jaw, you've got the mouth later on. A line down the centre. And this particular main circle that you're looking at here, this main start-off circle, that 2/3 of the way down is where the eyes start. And then up the top of this, there's also another, like if you go in the opposite direction more or less, like from the bottom of the circle to the top, like 2/3 up, there's like where the hairline is. You just worked out the hairline without including a fringe or anything like that. Now it's kind of hard with me in the way here, I must say, you know, but it's okay. Put myself there, it's okay. The idea is, okay, I can zoom in with my mouse wheel, it's okay. The idea is, and I'll show you this, is like with this, if I use a quick strong black line quickly, the idea is that the eyes would be in here, like a third eye's width distance between those two, by the way it should be, but you know, the eyes are here, let's say. It's rough anyway, I've done this. The nose would be here, see, on that line. The mouth would be here, kind of thing. And what happens is there's a little bit of a distance between there, see. between the sides of the head and the eyes there. So what you have is you have the eyes starting around, the ears, sorry, starting around here. And, you know, what we're having is this line coming down for the jaw, right about where the mouth is, and then it comes down for the chin there, and you can cross it off, go there. I must say this guy's ears are looking a little bit big, like a monkey boy. A couple of funny eyes on him, you know. I sometimes do like a bit of a shadow or some kind of a line here to show the nose too. But yeah, you'd have like the hair, when you just work the hair in, you might do like a sketch. So I might do like that. Do the eyebrows if you want. This is not a real drawing, I'm just drawing something for quickness just to show you, like. So, you know, just a basic setup, right? So the idea is, if I start again with that, is I'm going in with this blue line. Well, sorry, yeah, bluish kind of line. What the heck's going on here? Why is it? I thought something was up with my colours there. Let's go again. So there, do a few circles. So just work out where the eyes are going to be, or just straight away do the chin as an extra part there on the side. See, that's the side of the head. I imagine where this cross is going to be, then the centre of the face, the top of the hairline, up around to the side here, this where the jaw is, and the ears on this side, you see. And that's where the nose is, so the eyes are going to be about here, and the mouth's there, see. You know what I'm saying? And then, as I say, so what we're doing is we're imagining like the top of the head here. I sometimes have this like flat kind of shape, like it's like a box almost. You see, like this. So from here, if we actually did a cube, put that in, see there. So then you have that there. There's this thing called the Loomis method, isn't there, where you literally have like a cube like this, see, and it's like that almost. It's like three parts: the nose here, the mouth there, and the eyes there. Whatever, and that's what you get now. It's like, I'm not going to go into detail now with that method, but anyway, right. So you got this, right? I'm going to do that quickly for the rest of this. So drawing a line down the side of the head, we're going to put the ear about here. Hold on, wait, no, we're going to do the chin first. I'm going to do a front line on the front list and make this come out a bit, as though it is a box for a head kind of thing. I'm going to go below though, knowing that this is where the nose is going to be, the bottom of this line basically, so it comes out. We'll do the chin up here to this chin, the jaw, round, fairly rounded all the way up to the side here, and an eye line here, about 2/3 of the way down that main circle, as you can see, main sphere. Okay. And an ear on the side, and the back of this comes all around the back to about that, see. Yeah, and that's just how I'm basically roughing it out, okay. And then again, as I say, 2/3 from the bottom to the top of the main circle would be where the hairline is, and I'll do a little bit down there for like a sideburn bit, if you can imagine that, okay, for the hair. Now, if I'm just going to play around with this a little bit here while I'm at this, so. And just like kind of rough it out, see. So imagining for myself, you know, put a little triangle there to explain where the nose is, and the mouth and the chin, because you could like just work this out, see, as you go. So like, get a bit of a chin like that, work the shape out. I'm not going to go into too much detail there how I'm doing that, but you know, and then that's that. So okay, so working a few basic shapes out is all I'm doing. This one's slightly down here, I feel now, so bottom of this, you know, this is there, nose, again, same thing, there. Without talking too much, I can kind of get this done fairly quick. See, nose there, eyes there, and the hair there. Again, you can like round it up a bit more at the back if you're not comfortable with that, if it's not like matching what you want. Put a bit more shape onto it, and even like I like to come out from the front sometimes as well, like that, to give it a bit of a squarish kind of shape, just so I can feel more comfortable in my movement. Okay, we're back. Sorry, it's kind of cut out there, as I say, because I'm using Bandicam. But yeah, I know the sizes are different of these heads as well. As I say, you can change them as you go. But yeah, you know, just so I'm doing that, resizing this one a bit, repositioning it about there, whatever. What I'm doing is I'm going across and then turning that down to like a faint kind of level. Okay, making another layer in there, and then going with this red thing. Now I've got this pattern that I do with a face. I do a line down like this and a line across for the eyes, and in the middle I kind of like do this kind of like a weird thing of all these like lines, and I just kind of work out where the eyes go and the nose goes and the mouth goes. Weird, right? I know. It's like this pattern I've got, and you'll see how I draw this onto the face. So it's like, it starts like that, see, then I come in the middle, see, and do like this shape where this is, and then I do a couple of eyes, and I'll do a nose, and that nose, you see, and it works from different angles too. So here, and then like that main line, see there, you see, and then the nose there, and then the mouth there, and it just, I don't know, it's just this thing that I come up with. So when I do that, I can kind of map that onto this, you see. So the nose there, see, I can like do a line. This is not the actual face, bear in mind. Trying to follow. It doesn't matter how many of these like curly lines coming out you do, really. It's like you just work it as you do. It's a basic guide. You know, you can erase as well if you want as you go, and just like. Just have a. It's more of a guide. It's all it is. It's all it is. You can do this again with the hair if you want. You don't really have to worry too much. Just follow the shape, you know, a bit of the head, and the same here. So a line down the middle. You're still using that, utilizing that, and you start with these like bigger kind of like shapes, and then you can just do like straight lines if you want, or like triangular, or roundish sort of lines. You know, it's just a case of getting this rough shape of the head, so around the face I should say. This is not particularly eyebrows and eyes, but it does look a bit like that, you know, that's what I'm saying. So this line here in the front of the head again, so you can go more like triangular here with the eyes, just kind of get a bit of an eye kind of shape going, as I say, and then go here. You kind of do a few like rough lines if you want to get a bit more feeling. See, put some lines down if you want, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and that's what I'm doing basically. So you know, this one a little bit more again, and it's not. And the idea is it's not an actual face. It's just like this main line coming down here, and then like crossing out coming from that. Nose here, you know, and it's like just this basic overall kind of sketchy kind of guide with lines to show where that is, you see. And that's what I've been doing with the red part. And then what you may have noticed before too, if I just turn this down slightly as well, you may also notice that I like to go with the kind of shape of the face as well, what this face is going to be looking like a little bit. So from here, like whatever face I'm doing, I mean, so I might come in here and then work it and adjust it even slightly too. So coming up here, you know, working like what kind of a face it's going to be. And then coming down here, for example, and then here, and it's just a case of, you know, trying to see the best way of doing it, you know, how to get the shape of the face. And then yeah, so it's like the face in the making kind of thing, but we've really like exaggerated, like jagged, like rough lines, you know. Is what we're saying. Like kind of like fix it up as you go. I don't know, because I'm not the best anyway at doing this myself, so drawing faces and stuff. So, but you know what I mean, though. Yeah, you get this kind of thing going on. And then it's a good starting point, it really is, you know. Very like loose, no lines. Getting that shape of that head a bit more there, so kind of get a bit of an idea for some like rough hair kind of idea, I'm saying. And this is how I'm laying down this guide, see, for the faces. That's what I'm basically doing. So the idea would be then to go on top of those and draw proper faces. Turning these down really faint, you know, just so I can just about see what they are, and then working with them and drawing different faces. Now the only thing is, even though these are pretty cool guides to work with, it's like, what am I really onto something? Like, do I need to be drawing on top of these like as they are and doing different faces, or do I start off with a different kind of guide, like as in really basing it around the exact faces I want, you know? So let me just check. I've got these ones here, as I say, as well. I can actually just get rid of that one. It's just a practice one anyway, as they all are. If I show you what I mean, if I go with the black now, but still turn it down fairly faint, I'm going to go in and be like, hold on, turn it down a bit, like to come here with a thin pen, it's like, just try and design faces now. See, do I come in here, use it as a guide, you know, and just do this, the face as I want it, you know. You know, and just work it, you know, just like make it here. Just trying to make it work, you know. Or do I? Don't forget, I'm adjusting as I go, by the way. If it looks a bit like different, it's because I'm adjusting it as I go, you know. Hair as well, you can like work things out, you know. I like to do these like loose lines for the hair to start off with, really, and then like join them up a little bit or work the colours later on, you know. But yeah, like this kind of a thing. You know, keeping that to like a bit of a minimal there on that face there, you know, just the lines. But you know what I'm saying though, right? It's not the best picture, but you know, give me a break, man. But yeah, I didn't colour the pupils in either, but there you go, you know, just keep it like that. So, but what my point is you can see clearly the way that face is going. Now if I'm here, do I go in and decide to like make him a totally different person? Like totally, like come here and, or does that, like, you know, like doing eyebrows here, see that, does that kind of beat the object kind of thing, you know? You see what I mean? It's like really like deliberately changing, I'm saying, deliberately like changing it, you know? Like you know what I mean? Right. Completely changing the style of what he looks like. Like, it's possible, as we can see, it is possible. It is possible to do that from there, see. But it's like, excuse me, it is possible to do it from there. But you know what I'm saying though, like to get a different kind of to just randomly do the face a certain way, you know. Without using an actual guide for this specific face, is what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like to do a certain kind of. His name is Bushhead Michael. Just kidding. Do you know what I mean? Like to have like an actual. You could do like an actual face design first, or you could just do any old face on top of it. You see what I'm saying? We'll do a couple more. Let's go over here. If I go like to here, and just see, I could start with a basic thing. And I could just do different eyebrows or something. So, give him a bit of a. I could give him a wider nose like that, or even bigger eyes, even like that. Like he's just, he looks kind of demented now. You know, you could even change that even from here. Just change the eyes a bit. See, yeah, like giving him bigger eyes like that. Doing a rough one, you know, and then we could do all kinds of things. Like, so I could maybe even give him a moustache, you know, there. And you see how it is actually working. I'm not deliberately trying to do Super Mario there, by the way. We could turn this guy into Super Mario, but let's imagine we do a little bit of a beard there. I'm sick and tired of seeing beards everywhere I go. But if you like beards, what can I say? You know, but I don't feel everybody needs a beard. I don't need one. You know, what have I got to want? I'm not going to go into it. But let's imagine. Okay, so let's imagine now the hair. Let's just see. See, I could have done some deliberate designs with strands of hair on that red sketch that we did earlier on. You see, or even work different layers of sketching in now. Even it's not too late. But I'm just going to go loose here and just kind of like put it in. You see, look at this. See, you know, just do some lines and do a few lines. So that way we're actually covering up his hair as well. Give a bit of a wider jaw there as well. I'm not doing every strand of hair, obviously. That's not the whole. You don't have to do that, you know, as I say. Get a bit of a waviness about it. Coming in over here. See how confident you feel like when you need to put that black, like that full opacity up, as I say. You know. And when not to, and again also like when to erase certain lines to and rework it, you know, if you're not too happy. But that's what the guides are for, you know. So let's try and like close up simply as possible there. So there we go, we've got like another face already, see, kind of thing. Bit of colour on that will be, you know, on our way kind of thing. Give him a little headband or whatever, you know. Got a few interesting characters, see, already. See, with this rough method. I'm giving this guy his pupils finally. And this one. And again, don't forget you can work on the faces, or face expressions as well. Adjusting that mouth for a smile, or working like the eyes in the beginning for like a squint or a certain eye. You know, expression. So let's see what we're recording, what time limit we've got on here. Okay. So this method works whether or not I lay down extra details, like how the face is really going to be mapped, like as in the actual face, or again, as I say, the other features like the headband or whatever, you know. But let's just check this one out. We'll do this one as well now. So obviously we're looking at this face here. It looks immediately, if you look at it as it is, it looks like, you know, you've got these big triangular kind of eyes. You see, like here, you know, it just looks like that, doesn't it? This kind of character. Straight away you can imagine these eyebrows here. We've already got like a kind of character, you know, strong kind of face, but lean. But the thing is, it's like, the point I'm trying to make is, do we have to go with that? And another point I'm trying to say is, do we have to literally go with that? Could we just literally go in and go like really simple kind of like designs, even like really sketchy like that, like really simple eyes, and you know, just working the nose in a different way, you know, and then you'll see what I mean. Just doing a different kind of face, you know what I mean? Even like moving it around a bit, I mean, just slightly within there to see if you do get another kind of a, but that's not the best way to do it. I'm talking rubbish actually, because you've got to follow the basic guide you've got there. But yeah, you know what I mean, like here, or do we change that completely as well and go with a different kind of face? I find it hard with that mouth there, like that is kind of really distracting. Now, doing different kinds of faces, and he's looking kind of alien type looking, I know at the minute, but you know, I'm just saying, like, there are different kinds of faces you can do within the realms of animation. Don't forget, it's a cartoon, so don't really worry about it. Again, if it's not fitting too well, you can always cut it out, resize it, like things like that. Just if you have to, you can do things. I'm going to make this guy totally different. So I'm going to give him fatter cheeks, a bit more of a kind of like rounder face, you see. And then let's see, I'm going to give him like a Mohican or something up here, see. So the ear is going to be about here anyway. Just do a little ear shape, rough kind of shape in here. This part of the head over here, rolling up to here now. And yeah, just imagining where the back of that head's going to go. I'll put this in here, this up here, the back of the head's about there, see. We'll put that there, adjust it as we go, and then we got this character. See, some of this stuff, in all honesty, it would help if you did do a guide beforehand to show where the strands of hair are going and stuff. But sometimes with a bit of like sketching like this, you can actually just put it in, like sketch it in and then clean it up, you know. And something like that might actually work, you know. So go in there. Looking funny, right? Kind of got in the way there because the other guy's head was in the way. Do you know what I mean? But we're going over here, filling in the eyes. I could even do another little crazy thing, like I could go up here and then put a pair of glasses on the guy, like that. Because I was thinking of doing that somebody in glasses anyway. Come over here, a bit of a shine, like erasing from certain areas here, just to give it that shine kind of thing. You know, you can kind of like work with it a certain way. There you go. Merge that down, and then yeah. Okay, so please excuse me for the camera keeping on cutting there. But yeah, I just duplicated that a few times and merged it down. Move this one across a little bit. So about here, turn off our back layer, delete that actually. And our starting guide that we started with, which was that. But yeah, and then I'm just gonna, as well, while I'm here, I'm gonna like adjust this as well a little bit. To choose this, see. Just make it a bit bigger. Okay, good. Just try a simple quick fix. Erasing certain areas and stuff like that. You know, do certain things to like fix it up a bit. You know, but yeah, and then you know, there you go, and there we go, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, you know, and so bit of fun with some faces today. Trying out some different things too, with like some colour behind and stuff like that. Kind of like just blop it on a layer below your line layer. Blop it on. You know, just see what it looks like. You know what I mean? Then go with like an eraser and erase the areas which don't need it, and then refill in like areas that do need it. If you want to check out some of that colour. So I'm just putting that on, and when you do this, it brings the life into the character. See, immediately you just can see this character in the flesh, so to speak, as if this was an animated cartoon, and they'd be talking and all the rest of it, telling you about their lives and whatever, you know. And amazing some of the stuff you can do. It really is. If you put your mind to it, you can get better. I hope one day I can get better, because I'm not a good artist at all. But yeah, I was going to say another thing is like the guide itself. Like this whole idea of laying down sketches in the beginning, like rough, like guideline sketches, like those blue and red. Guides I was putting down in the beginning, you know, those as I say, they're like, they are, I'm going to go on another layer a bit above the colour layer now for a second, but I'm saying they are also really good for laying down guides for anything. They really are. I'm going to put that below that, hold on, put that below the skin layer for a second. Call that the skin layer. You know, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm colouring their clothes the same colour as the hair here, just for quickness, so just to be quick and simple. And you can always erase certain areas that don't look too well. I'm adjusting the size of the brush as well as I go, you know. Now, how you draw in general, let's go here with a quick fill. How you draw in the first place is gonna I just forgot what I was gonna say. So forget it. As long as you're enjoying the drawing you're doing. But yeah, I'm just doing a quick, simple little design here, so just for a bit of fun. Now, since we're on it, you know, why not? Red headband. Get them eyebrows in there. We'll do them pupils as well. Well, those eye whites, I should say, while we're here. Whites of the eyes, it brings out the pupils. I say those pupils I really did do in with the black pen, just anyway, while I was there, you know, to start that off. So there you go. And then what I like to do is I can play with this. I can have that as a black, like full strong black. I can clean it up as well. Even though these are just little sketches, but I'm just doing it for fun, you know, here. But I can do that, or I can lock the opacity, or lock the layer, so then I can go with another like colour, darker sort of reddish, brownish type of colour, and just colour on top of my. Sorry, protect the alpha is what you want to do, not lock the layer. But like go on top there, see, and just like colour on top of all the black lines. I know it looks kind of messed up now, don't worry, but I'm just saying you can do that and then play with the colours and stuff and get a different kind of like effect, like darker, like that, softer or whatever. Try different things. Sometimes you may want to have like a duplicate of that layer, like so you have an actual black layer and then you have like another like darker red or something, so it blends in nicely. And then just go with the black, like erase certain areas so you can reveal the black really strong lines where you want those. I'm going to merge that down now so it's all one thing, merge it all as one layer, then duplicate that layer, then bring the levels down on some of the levels and stuff like that, erase, and then you can use a simple lasso tool, select, and just keep pressing delete on various areas. So I'm going to imagine there's light coming from different areas now, like it's a three-dimensional face. See, it's like erase certain areas, you see, like that. See, so that's what I'm saying, just like that, you see. And you can do have a bit of fun with it, you know. Just like a bit of that, see, like that. And then just do a bit of that, see, just get some fun going. Put a bit of that light in there and stuff. I'm just having a bit of fun with it, that's all. Nothing serious, just a bit of fun with the lighting, just trying to see what they would look like if they were actual, you know, actually going to be in a show, per se, you know. Just imagine that the light's coming down. I've not done a very good job there, I know, but it's hard to do something because you're thinking about where to put the shadows, and in reality you have to just go where the shadows are, you know, like just where the shadows would be, you know, just if there's not that many, there's not that many. And here we're going to have it right on the front, okay, for this guy. I think we'll just have it like that. On the front there. I could have done a bit more work with that, but you know, let's just have it like that. Deselect again. Bring down that one a bit more. If you want to bring it down, balance it a bit. You know, and as I say, you know, and then just do that, and then. Even another thing I like to do, sometimes I like to just merge them down. I'm going to go on top of that with another layer. I'm going to turn on clipping and go to the soft airbrush here with a reddish sort of colour or a different colour. Kind of blend with a soft pen, a low opacity, just between those, the shadow and the light. You could do different layers as well, do like a highlight that as well, but I'm just going to do this for simpleness now. I'm going to go to like a let's see, I'm going to go to like an overlay maybe. Let me just see how it goes. Do that around. See, just I'll erase certain areas in a moment, you'll see, but you see I'm going to do a bit of that, erase that little. So yeah, I'm just going to erase that part of the hair there, bring it down slightly a little bit, obviously too. Just have a bit of fun. I'm not going to do anything too fancy actually with this one today. Merge that down. Even play around with the colour again. Just whatever. Even from there, going onto the tonal curve, playing with that a little bit if you want to see what you can come up with. You know, and play with a little bit of slight blur on there as well. A slight blur, I said. You know, and I'll even change the background to a black. I'll make another layer. Make sure the fill tool's selected as active layer. Select. They're really rough sketches, as you can see too. You know, really rough. Goes a hue. Turn the saturation down a little bit as well. You know, the different things you can do. A little bit of face design in there, a bit of rough fun really, that's all I was doing today. Got a bit carried away there, I know I did, but very rough sketches, very rough as you can see, but a bit of fun, right? Just love drawing, I really love drawing. It's 4:41 just turned, so not too bad, we're doing good today. Now, okay, so I'm going to just do the sad thing and not save it. And just look at a few things then. So, with the bodies, okay, I like to do this. With the bodies, okay, I like to start with like this. Again, we can do the same thing really. Excuse me. Stick figures, right? So I do this. And I do the body like that. And then the legs there, you know, and this body's like, it's like a pillow shape, and I'll do this other shape here to show where the shoulders and the hips are going. Okay, basically the front of the body's here, you know, and this is here, and these are the stick figure kind of legs, you know. And I'll just do the arm there, you know. I might do a line across the centre of the body there, and the shoulders will be there, right? So I'll put like a little circle for the shoulders. Sometimes I'll do that, you know. And I just got these curvy like noodle type arms, and this one's kind of facing front onto it. What I'll do is I'll also work out now. In a moment I'll show you. So if I bring this down here, that's a bit too far down there. Bring this down here a little bit, maybe. Hold on. I'll bring this over here, right? So that works. Yeah. So I might zoom in, turn that opacity down a bit, yeah. And where I've got this line for the hips here and here, it doesn't have to be like that. I could have it slightly higher to make that longer legs. I could do this here, where that kind of starts, you know, and it could just start there. But I have to understand the basic thing of where all the structure is going to be going. Okay. So like where the rib cage is going to be, you know, and this is where it will get like coming in, see, and then this might be here, this might be. I've got to understand where these underpants, so to speak, begin. So anyway, and then that's how I basically work it out. So this is here, you know what I mean, and then the rest of the body just comes in later on, and you just work it all in basically. And it's just really a case of like, oh, okay, working out where the knees are and the elbows are. You can put little points in, and then that's what I usually do, just do that up there. That's what I'll do these days. Just do that. See, and then I'll do a little bend maybe there. I'll just like work it up to wherever's gonna go, kind of thing. Do that. Maybe you can go around there and then come back down, even if I want like cylinders, you know. Whatever. Work it out. Same with the arms as well. So back down there, up there. You know, and then working out where the hands are. simple shapes for the hands, as I say. Just doing the basic shapes of the fingers and stuff. But what I do is, you may notice how I just basically do like a pillow kind of bean shape with a head on top of it, arms and legs, right? But the point is, you need to remember is like where the neck is. So I'll do this, and I'll do a bit of a like shape for the neck sometimes too, where I'll be like this, you see, and I'll do like a line just to represent that as I'm going, like a slight detachment, like kind of like that. I'll do it like that, you see. You know, a little line like that, and looking over there, like he's looking over there. You know, he's holding a suitcase or whatever. Just a little design like that, you see, to start off. Shapes for the feet, little lines for the feet there. What I'm going to do, see. This one's got another suitcase there, maybe, see. A starting point. There's a starting point, so they might start like that. So this guy's waist might be down here, this guy's waist might be up here. It doesn't really matter. Breaking up into 3 points: the waist, the gut area, and then the torso. You know, where the centre is going to be of the body, whenever you work it out. Put them shapes for the hips and the shoulders in if you want, a little hole sockets if you want. And then basically you've got that basic design, right? But what we're doing is like here, this one kind of looks like it's got like a shape already there, see, for the neck. See, this one not so much, right? He's like that. I want to make it like he's looking forward. I'm going to try and make it like this is more pointed out, because I want the face about there. And you see how I'm trying to map that out already. So I'm thinking where the chin's going to be about there. And I'm just trying to map that out like as we did earlier on, basically, by like thinking about where the neck's going to go a little bit. And if it gets a bit too messy, it don't matter, because you can just work another line of detail on top of that. So I'm going to have his face about roughly there. I'm looking at the head as though it's a bean kind of shape, almost. It is a circle. I'm trying to stretch it out a bit if I can. And this kind of is in the middle there. But you've got to remember that if this is a circle, so that would be 2/3 down where the eyes are of a circle. And this represents the bottom of the circle represents where the nose is, and then the bottom of the whole thing where the chin is. See? And the mouth would be there. So the chin, you know, and then the nose about there maybe, eyes, and then, you know what I mean, mouth's there, kind of thing. The eyes are coming in there, you see what I'm saying? Nose and then mouth, you see what I'm saying? How about there, see? And that's basically what I'm doing. But it can be really, really hard to like work all that detail on, you know, in the beginning anyway, see? So this is what I'm doing. You know. Another thing too I want to just mention quickly while I'm here, before we go on top and do other like details of drawing everything in, you know, is this whole underpants thing. God damn it. So if I'm here, right, I'm imagining, yeah, it's like that and that, right, from the side, but the main point is from the top here. You know, so this is going there, right? Basically, I put 2 hip bits there. I don't have to do that, but I was doing that to show you, see? So it's like, alright, just going to do a little bit of a line there, see? And just go up like that. And this there. So if the knee is about here, see? And then this one is about there anyway, see? So there, and then that goes back down there, and then this foot you just adjust. So I want to just mention that quickly. See, if this is the centre of the body here, but I'm going to turn it over, I could do that. A little ball there, maybe somewhere like that. Maybe even put like a shape like that, see, if you wanted to. Maybe make that the top of it if you wanted to there. Shoulders there. So this one's going to be lower down now, so this is there, it's going to go lower than usually the hands. If the body was straight, the hands would be resting about where the height of the crutch is, you know, height I'm saying. But now this one's lower, see, because the elbows dip lower. I'm going to put this hand over here, please I say please do excuse me if this keeps cutting off, sorry, because I have to keep breaking it up. But I'm doing a hand over here, see, and then this hand over there, do a little square shape maybe, just do some basic shapes, see, head here, or I can do the circle, do the whole beam thing if you want to break that up. This bottom of the main circles where the nose is, 2/3 down from that where the eyes are, you know, keep your lines nice and clear. If you want to make it a cube to start off with, you can, and then basically you're kind of ready to go, see, to draw on top of those and to do proper characters. But what I do is I bring down those and go on to another layer and go with the red and everything, and then you can start working out your style and everything you want to do, really. Meaning, if I was in there, see, I could go with that face thing like I said. Oh, zooming in, turning that down a bit, going in the middle. Don't worry, we're really scratchy and everything, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's like really scratchy, like, you know, just getting some lines in to understand where the face is going, you know. I like to zoom in on the faces really, but I'm just doing a quick one here to show you, see. Doing this here, so there, all that. Oh, so it's got an idea that there's a guy there, you know, and then to work it all out. What I'm trying to say is though, you know, there, whatever, you know, the whole idea is that, you know, what kind of style you're going to go with the clothes as well, you know. So it's like, this is a sketch, don't think it is an actual sketch, that is what it is. So we're just like working it out. See, so what kind of shapes? So, that's the main thing. Also, like the lines of the control. So you don't worry about putting extra lines in and stuff like that, just to make you feel a bit better. Like make it feel like it's a body, and it's like, you know, just the clothes are hanging from that, and then put some rough lines in place to like get an idea of where you want the hair, whatever, you know. And that'll be so to then you can draw on top of that later on, is what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'd do anyway if it was me. So I'm gonna just kind of like work out where these trousers are going. So I'm just putting the arms in here without even drawing the hands currently. And as I said, I'm not that much of a good artist at all. Really bad. But I'm going in, see, and I'm just working it out, and I'm gonna like, I might even just put the whole of the fingers in as one shape, and then put like the mittens basically, and then draw the thumb out, and then on top of this I'll do a proper picture, you see, on top of this is what I'm saying. Do that. So, and you can work it out, you can do different things, as I say, with some thicker lines and stuff, and work out some more, you know, details. You might give the guy a backpack, for all I know, a big backpack on him, you know, whatever it's going to be, a box of sweets, whatever you want to give the guy, you know. And then like just imagine this kind of three-dimensional too, you know, with the flow and everything. I think what it is with this guy, I think he's like his arms are way too like long, too long, I feel, and they really are. So I'm gonna like move them up a bit. Ah, what the hell just happened? Like that kind of thing. See, when you fix things up, things work out. But it's just a sketch. It's just a sketch. Don't worry about it. You know? You know, just work out the details, and before you know it, you'll be on your way. You know, turn that down as well, you know, a bit, and then just go in there and do the proper drawing on top of your guide on another layer. Make sure you're on another layer. And that's basically how I'm really doing it these days now. With this, you know, adjusting the structure of everything if you need to. Yeah. Hope you've enjoyed the video so far, as I say. But the good thing is, when you start with those points, as I say, when you do start with those points, like on the left there, as you can see, like here, these ones, you can really see, yeah, that they do work. Like they do, they go to work. So you can really see like how those positions work, you know. But anyway, yeah, there's different things you can do. So let's just delete that and delete that, and let's have a look. So another thing you can do is like coming in. If I use our blue again, like I can have like, you know, a block here or something like that, or another one here, you know. Just a rough kind of setup, right? Nothing major. This is like, you know, perspective, you know, kind of thing. You know, blocks of stone or whatever, yeah. And let's just imagine they're there, and we're going to draw our little character on top, right? So I can have a character hanging from there, you know, like, oh my god, this is his arm here, this is his body, his other arm's here, the other legs flying away like that, his head's there, you know, and his hands on top. Another character just like will do the body. I'm going to make him like a bit of a fatter body, you see, like a fat kind of body. I'll do the head a bit lower here because he's like slumped over, maybe just eating a packet of snacks or something there, and it's like he couldn't give a damn about his friend. So I put the little legs like that, you know, and this other legs here, you know, and then just work it out as though it's a 3D kind of like bean shape, you know. This is here, the shape of the side bit. See, this is here, the spine's up there. See, this is the centre of the body, the spine's there. This is that. See, this is this. And yeah, this is where the leg goes. I'm putting a bit of a shape in for the leg, you see. And this is how we do it. This is how I'm doing it. So you're putting this here, hand there. You know, you got to just understand. See what you're doing. And then the hand, just a little hand shapes like that, roughly. Back of the neck. Adjust where the head's going. And if you think it looks a bit too flat, you know, work things out, do some lines around stuff, give yourself a bit of a guide. It's just a sketch, remember. You're going to do the proper thing on top. So if you need to adjust lines and stuff, don't worry about it. Zooming in, as well as I say, see? Making that faint as possible so you can see what's going on. Yeah, this is like a bag of snacks or whatever. So then we're doing this big guy. You see this is here. This is his head, working out roughly where the shapes go. You see the nose, the eyes, over here, yeah, like that. Okay, body there, big belly, and he's a fat guy. See, a kind of like big built guy, just there. Understanding where they come back to the rest of the structure there as well. Simple hand shapes on there, see? And yeah, and that would be a starting point. You can even like you know, clean up certain lines too if you like, just to give yourself a bit more clarity to see what you're looking at for when you do your proper character, you know what I mean? was saying, you can like erase certain lines and stuff as you're going to like help you understand what you're doing if you want to, just to help you with the character design of it all. But this is what I'm doing here for a starting point. You can see that straight away it's just messy and everything. So if I go on top of that now with like a red, I can do a bit more of a better kind of structure as well. So you come in here, I mean it's still loose and stuff, it's like coming in and like really doing a bit more of a shape, you know, around like this here, see, a bit more fixing it up, you see, like that, like the body's there, and the armpit is and stuff, and you might put a bit more of a shape in if you wanted to, see, you know, the ear would be about there, right, just working it out, see, working this spine there, see, do a line if you want for where things go, see the shoulder there, a bit more of that, elbow, whatever, just put the shape, draw it in like as if you're drawing a character, not actually drawing the character yet, no, but just fill it in, see, and clearing up this three-dimensionality of this. Now, I know for a start that this looks wrong, and I knew it early on, and I was looking at this hand like thinking it shouldn't really be holding it like that, you know. See, but you know, it's okay there now. So we understand that this shoulder line is across there, see? Yeah, and that's there. Yeah, you know, and that's what we got there, see? A little bit better of a control over the thing. Again, if it looks a bit weird, if it's like a bit too like that, you might want to move it like that because the arm looks a bit too long. Same with this hand, but again, you can get away with some stylizing and stuff and stretching and stuff in certain animation anyway. And then, you know, that would still be a guide, as I'm saying. So you'd go in and you'd work on top of that, you turn off and on the visibility of certain things, you know, and then what you do is you go in and just do your designing for the actual character, like you do whatever he's going to look like, you know, whatever he's going to be wearing clothes wise, you know, you might have some gear on him there, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of thing, you know. I don't know. I'm just doing like a basic design, you know. A big hoodie on the guy, you know, like that kind of a thing. Like just trying to get some kind of design going, you know. I'm just doing a rough kind of like design in here. As you can see, but you know, the hand's kind of hidden there. And then do some spiky hair, whatever you want to do. You know, and then this arm's about here. Whoa. Again, even just a simple shape for the hand. You haven't got to show it necessarily right there, see? And this guy's hanging off of the damn thing. You know, and there you go. If I go there, see, and if I go there, hold on, inverse, turn on the highlight for a second. Okay, we're doing that. So if I go there, painting that, boom, boom. Like that, okay, and then turn on the protect alpha for that. Just turning like different shapes, see, different colours, filling the different areas in, you know, whatever kind of colour you want to have is totally up to you, obviously. you know. And then like even like with a bright white, if you wanted to have a white for the trousers or whatever, boots, you know, whatever you want, you got it. So like that, some colours, playing with that a bit there, duplicating that, boom, turning it down a bit, like that, boom, you know. Please select when you need to. Going in with your shadows. I know I'm going over the top, I know I'm going overdoing it again, but you know, just deleting certain areas, turn off the highlight there, boom. You know what I mean? Clip that to that if you want to clip it, you know. Again, play with different colours, so like a darker sort of red or something, protect alpha on that. Hold on, what the hell's going on here? Hold on, we go to deselect, that will help, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you see straight away that's helping, like that. Merging it down, boom, see, boom, shakalaka, you know what I'm saying? Bit of a blur, when it's slight blur, maybe very slightly, you know, and you got yourself some stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So starting with them stick figures blurred, is what I'm saying, see? Starting with them stick figures. Delete that. See, that's what we're starting with, see? From there to there, see? You get a whole scene going. Just working with them stick figures, you see. So just delete that now. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to do this whole character, don't worry, but I'm just saying you can come in here literally and start designing your characters. See, you come in here and go like any which way you want, you know. Just gonna do like a really rough kind of like, you know, shape, see. Just do some hands like that, like really like simple hands and shapes for it, for where everything's going. You see, like really rough, and do like a rough, like rounded kind of shape now to kind of figure out his head. Like the eyes I still want here, the mouth. I can still put that kind of thing in. See here, now if I want to, this kind of shape I was talking about earlier. Here, he might be wearing like a big hoodie himself, this guy, so you can put a bit of that shape in, a couple of big headphones, maybe he's listening to some music or something. Again, working out how big you want the arms as well, whatever. You have to erase lines, and fair enough, so be it. You're like a big guy, you know, big backpack on him. So it's literally a sketch now, you see. Hair coming to the side, so he's coming here. Working with that thin and thick lines as well. Looking at where these hands are kind of going a bit better. Again, like working with different kinds of thickness on the lines. He's a big guy, see this guy. And I was like literally just working out these kind of rough shapes, see. I'm still going to do these extra lines if I feel I need to, like that in the middle, just to understand. It's a guide, as I say, it's a guide to just match everything up right in the three-dimensional space. See, so doing these here, you know, really rough lines, you know, and then this is where the guy, again, he still looks too like slim there on the tops of his arms, so I'm like bigging them up a bit, bigging them up and all. And again, you haven't got to have round lines all the time. I find those round kind of shapes help you to kind of relax. So you do that, and then you like straighten up other areas or work with like crinkles and stuff like that as you go. You've got a big belly. Still adjusting the sizes of things. Going with different little designs and things too, like there, you know. Going with a going with different little designs and stuff too, like on his clothing and stuff. You might want to work certain things in, and it kind of like works in as you go. So I like put some patches or some kind of like knee pads or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to like work something here, you know. So just to like give him some more dimensionality. The shoes here, so this kind of thing. The details come on top. Big backpack there. You can even give him like another thing here, like a box or something. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's some kind of radio with a speaker he's got like blaring out. See, you know, that kind of thing. And this is just literally sketching and having fun. This is what this is. You know, like a handle or something, you know. Just sitting there while the guy's hanging like he's just eating this bag of snacks, which I've still not drawn in properly. Just holding one there. The guy's gonna be like munching away on these, see. And then, you know, you turn that down. So looking at that already from that, what we had originally, the basic guide, which was just a stick figure with a little bit of like lining around it to give it some body, then we turn it to that. And now, you know, I can get rid of that if I wanted to. We just delete this layer. It doesn't matter, we don't need that there. We can delete that layer, and now we've got this guy sitting on here. You know, we can just literally turn him down, see, and then go in and then really work this guy out. Now what are we working with? It's quite a big canvas. I mean, look at that, we're really zoomed in to that extent, you know. I could bring that up and bring that up first, and then bring the brightness up of that, and then bring the brightness up of this, so it's like full opacity now, but I'm just turning the brightness up so the character's still like strongly visible compared to the block he's sitting on. Merge that down, and then I'm going to select that and make it bigger. Reason being is because it's going to be easier to draw better without working in that small space with the shitty pixels, right? Now I'm going to turn down the opacity of this thing a bit, go on to another layer. You could turn on the stabilization if you wanted to for your pen as well, so it draws nice and smoothly when you do the character. So, you know, let's just check it out. So I'm going to come in here, zooming into the face. I like to do the face first myself with the black pen. Okay, and again, we still don't really see the face of what this character is looking like, right? So I'm still kind of going a bit loose. He's like kind of looking down at the other guy, like pretending he's ignoring him, kind of thing, pretending like he's oblivious. I mean, you know, we're gonna make it like he's eating, but he's like kind of chuckling to himself, like while he's scoffing this food. I'm gonna try and keep it to a minimum, and like go with the hair like that, kind of simple. The speakers I'm going to do in, so it's literally, I'm trying to work this like a work of art. And when I mean like a work of art, I mean like, in all humbleness, I mean like I'm going to work with whatever I feel on this image is right first. So not thinking about him, but like, okay, if I need to draw that piece of headphones first, that's what's going to be drawn first, you know. And that's how I work it, see. So I'm there, you know, the ears are like just covered up by the headphones, obviously, so you're there, and you see how I'm really bringing those cheeks out now. The eyebrows, I'm just going to put them there. You know, and this little chin here, like some, almost like some baby boy sort of thing, you know. And then just doing the hands kind of like similar to how they were really. I'm going with this kind of like soft flows. Yeah, I've drawn those kind of like a Simpsons kind of. You're just like soft and like rounded. Still like to have those rounded like kind of lines sometimes. It just makes things easier, I find. So that's there, and then this is there. See, having those shapes rather than worry too much. I don't know. So and they do work sometimes, as I say. I'm going to go in here, see, and put more details in of the clothes now. We know we've got the sizes more or less right. Well, they better be, because we're like doing this image. But again, there's no we better be. It's like, you know, you can adjust things on the fly too. Yes, you can. And well, that's the power of the shading stuff. Also the layers, I mean, as well, you know, and all that. That's the power of that, you know. That's what you got there. So you can do all that, you know. So this guy's having a blast. Big belly. You know, he's got this big jacket here, whatever. And oh, got to draw the packet of snacks in, haven't I? Of course I do. Got some, like, you know, straight lines and stuff. Okay, so that's going to be here, here, and then this is here. You know. Okay, that's going to be like that. You know, doing some little designs and stuff on there. And this, these lines down, like the stitching, you know, on his clothes a little bit. There wasn't much point in me doing that, especially as messily as I did, but you know, you get the idea. Oh, excuse me, going in there. I did say it was going to be a hoodie, didn't I? So yeah, it's not too late. We can come in here and adjust that. See, again. So it's coming in and erasing and stuff like that. See, erasing in here. Some of the lines you can kind of rework and change as well, you know. Put a certain colour in and stuff. The lines are a bit too thick around the hoodie, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep it like that for now. Again, this is just a simple video I'm making today, showing you guys. I'm going to keep those pads things in as well. These knee pads. Just have them in there, just for a bit of fun. Little lines and stuff. So here again, it's like here, you know, just working it out. But you know, look, you got to put certain lines where they've got to go. At the end of the day, you got to draw it in. You know. If you're going to draw it in, you're going to draw it in. And still try and be a bit loose about it. Still try and have that sketchiness, is what I would say. I'm going to show you something as well in a moment, okay? I'm going really, really simple on these laces. I'm not even going too crazy on them, okay? Like that. I'm doing a really, I know, a real rough job on these feet and stuff too. But now what you would want to do is you would want to go over some of these lines, these thin lines, to make them stronger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate them up a few times, just merge them down. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to duplicate that as well there. Zoom in and ever so slightly, ever so carefully, just move it across a little bit. Merge it down. At least we've got something to work with a bit better now. Go in here, zooming in on the eyes. I might even colour this, I don't even know. Colour in the eyebrows the same colour there. We're going to go in and do this speaker quickly while we're here as well. So you remember, this was just a basic sketch. That's all this was, you know. There was not really any intent for me to be doing this. It wasn't intended, I'm saying, to be an actual thing. Some stickers on it and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, see, it wasn't going to be an actual thing originally, so this. But yeah, see, there's our dude. Even drawing in the rest of the scenery, like from here, you know. And I might even change that. I may even just make this like smaller a little bit here and put that there. And I'm going to just put in a few more extra lines and stuff there. See, look, just to break it a bit. Obviously, you want to make the character stand out more. But it is a stone, as I say, so I'm going to put a few like cracks in and stuff as well. Imperfections and stuff, you know. You can put some graffiti on there if you wanted to below that, you know. And like a cityscape in the background at night time. He's just chilling up here having some snacks under the moonlit night or whatever. You could do that if you wanted to, you know. Like a moon over here, some buildings or something. I'm just going to get rid of the background though, which we don't need. I'm going to go to the select. For this I'm going to turn on my highlight, which I don't always have on. You can see the areas now which are not selected, which are not joined up too well. Okay, so with my fill tool, if I'm turning the fill tool, if I go to deselect for a second and get that fill tool and go to the close the gap by all the way. Whew, now you see what happens, see? If I go to there, in fact, you know, it ain't too good, right? So what we're going to do is go with our pen and just fill in some of them areas that are just not working well. Keep checking it out. So the arm all the way through to there, to there, to there, to there. Okay, let's have a check. You want to be careful because with these like nice sketches, you don't want to like have to be messing them up by trying to make them too clean sometimes, you know what I mean? With that, I don't know if you get what I'm saying with that. Well, these little areas like this, you see that, ooh, these little areas like this, you know, are what it's all about. So inversing that, I'm going to go on another layer below this, and I'm just going to do like a sky. Oh, hold on, what the hell is that? Wrong layer for a start. I think what I will do is I'll because it's selected already, I'll just choose the white. Aha! Let's say the white, sorry. And then another layer below that and inverse the selection with a. We're going to do a sky, which is like this, for, I don't know, for some reason. Do a deselect now on that. Okay. The duplication of this layer, bringing that down slightly. We'll do a really like one like this, and then one really dark, and we'll do the old classic where I'm just doing it like that. Okay, and what I'll do is we'll work that out. So yeah, in fact I didn't even really need to do that, so we'll do this first. Yeah, do you know what, I'm being silly. Let's get rid of that as well. Not that. Let's just fill in what we need to fill in. So I'm going to do the hair first, right? Turn on the canvas select for this. Hold on. Yeah, I could do any colours. I'm going to go with a black and white, and then we're going to add colours in. We'll just colour it a different way, okay? So I was doing different shades of whatever I feel comfortable with covering. That's what I'm going to do. You know, I'll colour these manually here. These little white areas which I'm not catching with the fill tool. Sometimes you want the fill tool, as I say, to be on active layer, and sometimes you want it selected as canvas, so it's like colouring everything. Similar thing with the selection tools too. Okay, so this shoe, I'm just going to do it like that, and then I'll try and use the fill tool where necessary, where possible, on his other areas, clothes and all the rest of it. Okay, so let's see what's what. The backpack, yeah. Got to balance it out. This is like balancing your levels basically. I'm gonna do it like that. No, actually, it was wrong. Like that. It's okay. Okay, good. Well, kind of lighter colour for the headphones and stuff. We've got neighbours banging and stuff out there. Crazy. In fact, I've got a crazy idea. I was thinking of doing some colour on his face and stuff anyway, but you know what? Nah. Okay, so we're going to go here. I'm giving it a bit of colour as I go, which is a bit mad of me, but you know, we'll see as we go. So I'm going to start adding in some other effects. As you'll see, I'm going in there. You know, okay. So it's kind of looking alright as we go already, I think, you know, going in there, you know, filling that in. So doing that area, it's a tracksuit, you know, slightly different on there, and you know, just filling in everything we can on here. The neighbours are really loud. I don't know what they're doing, banging and stuff. It's a ridiculous noise. You don't ask for. You know, go in here, carefully selecting. I'm going to choose protect alpha as well in here, so we don't go outside of any areas we don't want to be, sort of thing, you know. Okay, I'm going to go there. Oh, wrong. Have it like that, it's okay. I'm going to just go here for a second. Oh god, what have I just done? You see, I kind of lost that back. I messed up that background there, but it's alright. Yeah, we'll go there. Right. This speaker's got to be darker, I think. It's got to be some kind of colour. We'll go there, there, and there. And it's kind of looking alright, you know. And there are certain areas that don't look too pucker. You know, the snacks, I'm going to give him the snack. Could be yellow. Certain areas of the design here. You know. Yeah, so. And that's looking like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another layer below this with what we already had, like that kind of thing going on. And just have it like that. And then make another, you'll see, make another layer. Oh, my neck. In the background with some kind of cityscape or something. I'm going to cut this off here, crop it off. Erase from this as well here. Go over there. I'm going to clip that to that so it's nice and clean on it. Right, you'll see. Go on top of there with a white. It's looking really rough, I know, at the minute. There though, I'm going to duplicate that. Turn off the visibility to that one. Yeah, no, I'll turn off that. Hold on. We'll just go with a colour. Delete that. Not that kind of way either. A colour that's going to be, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Carefully as we're doing that. You'll see in a moment. Blue, I'm going to make it blue, I think. And a saturation. Very, very dark. Sort of colour. Okay. Go in here, go with a black as well on the face, like some of the areas here, as I say. See, I'm going to merge that. excuse me, I'm going to merge that down there. I'm going to do another layer on, I'm going to, I did not want to do that, did I? Hold on, let me undo that for a second. Put another layer there. Clip this to this. Do a bit of, oh, it didn't work. Okay, fine, we just leave, we'll have it as it is, it doesn't matter. Merge it there, play with that. There, a bit there. See, that's what I'm saying, see? There, and then make a darker one. Like that, see? And then we'll play with our sharp cutting, okay? So I'm going to make that a bit brighter if we need to, we'll see though. The hell? Okay, good. Okay there, like that. I think really we need to have his face in view, really, don't we? For the most part. Yeah, I think that's what we do really need to do. We'll see in a moment if I put a bit more shadow on or whatever. We'll have it like that. You know what I mean? Like enough shadow there, you know. Not like that. You know, should have had that a bit more in the. Like, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't change the colour of that enough, I think. But all I'm going to do is like leave this like this. So like, leave little certain areas of light, see, like that. Just like that, you know. And I think he looks alright, he's quite pleasantly satisfied up there. The root, we're going to merge that down with that. Okay. Give that a slight blur, as I've said. Slight blur. What are we doing? Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Slight blur, slight blur. Nothing too mad. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate that. Bring him down. Like that even, a bit more so. And go with this eraser here. Give him a bit of a highlight on top here, see. I was not going to do colour on this guy at first, but now we have done. Just literally painting it in here is what I'm doing. A bit of light there, see, on there, even on the shapes as well. I mean, he is really the main focus, and he knows it as well. You know, still this kind of thing, right? Then playing with it a bit, bringing it like however you need to balance it. So here, balancing it a bit more out. See, then merging it down, playing with that a bit there. Go in there, bringing that like that, maybe even with a colour. I don't know, see how you're going to go. Make another layer on top and make like just some buildings and stuff. Different kind of colours and stuff. You know, whatever it's going to be, you'll see. And then obviously the blues and stuff. And just like that, and then put that in. I'm going to have it like that, maybe. You know, something like that. Something like that, see. I'm going to put some merge that with that, play with that a bit, see, like that, something like that, and then put like a moon or something, I'm thinking, because what I want to do is I want to make him a bit darker as well. I want to make him like go on top of there and go like this blue, you'll see, clip it to that and go to overlay, yeah, like that, fit him into the scene a bit better, you see. You see what I'm saying, see? Going on top of there and then going with like an airbrush, like there to make him stand out a bit more. Well, little bit of mist in front as well, some kind of mist in front or something like that. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just experimenting basically. Bear with me. I'm going to just now that'll be that. I'm not going to put any other extra shines or anything on him. I think that is all right for how it is. I'm going to merge everything as one layer. I don't have to do it now. It's a bit too early, really. I'm going to do that. Merge everything. Go there. Go with the tonal curve now. Hold on. Play with that a bit. You know. Play with the colours, but we bump them up a bit. Might help. Duplicate that, make a darker scene, and then just give an eraser, soft eraser, to bring him out there in the scene. Merge that down, go on top, go with like a little shape for like a moon or something up there, like I said. And some little lines too for the buildings and stuff, like for the lights. Doing them as they are first, just like that. And then going in with some down ones to erase areas as well, see, to make that kind of effect. Bringing that down a bit as well. Merging that down, going on top, turning off the ruler, doing another one here, some stars maybe in the sky, stuff like that, and again with the airbrush going in, bit of that going in there, very soft kind of maybe light even around him, even there, a bit of a glow kind of thing to like make him stand out and stuff. I don't know, put some effects you can kind of like erase and stuff and play with that, you know, merge that down, duplicate that, and then make another gradient map, crazy one. You can do some fun effects and stuff, see like this, and see different effects and stuff, you know, like that, even like that. Pretty cool, you know. So I'm gonna go in with like something like let's see, maybe like, I mean, this is pretty cool, you know. Depends what you're going for, it really does. I'm gonna go with that. Play with the contrast a bit like that, and then turn down the opacity a bit. You see, so it comes up on top of that. You see what I'm saying? You can go to like multiply or different things, or subtract, go to, what is it, overlay, or to like hard light and stuff, do different things, you know, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool actually. Going to another layer now with the hard light as well. I'm going to choose like a pinkish kind of reddish colour because I kind of like that, and do a bit more mist and stuff around here as well, like misty kind of areas and some like glowing and stuff, like just some effect. Just like just play with it until you get something you like, you know. Turn down the opacity a bit if you want to. Merge it down. Play with different things on there, you know, or however you want to do it. And there you go, we've got this guy just chilling. I'm going to go on top of there. Might save this image as well. I'm going to just type in just chilling, you know. Just chill. Just chill, yeah. So So we got this guy up here with just chill, add that hard lighting, go with the airbrush, go around that, and there you go. You know, I'm going to merge this. Hold on, I'm going to go there. No, I'm going to go. I was going to move them across in a folder. See what I want to do. So make a folder, put it on top, put those two layers in the same order within that folder, and just move the folder across. Excuse me. There. And I'm also save that out. Why not? Little rough picture, but here we go, bit of fun. I prefer doing this. I don't care about the outcome of my art or my animation. I prefer doing this as opposed to AI art. So AI art is just what it is, you know, it's just what it is. But this is like creation, you know. I love creating by myself. So when I save that picture, when did I save that picture is what I want to know. God damn. Where did I save that picture? Let me just see, hold on. Maybe I didn't save it properly, I don't know, let's see. So it's going to be somewhere, you know. We'll crop up later. So let's just see, save that there, turn that off. Where's my picture at? There it is. Oh, there it is, because it was a file rather than an image. Okay, so I got this here. Oh no, what it is, man. Not the best image, but a bit of fun. Quick sketch, you know. He's having his snacks up on the roof there, just chilling out. I was gonna put a bit of a shine in his hair as well. That would have been cool, but I didn't bother. But it's amazing how you see you could like work with just basic like different shapes too to get like different kind of characters, like a fat or big guy, like this, you know. Yeah. You got a big speaker and he's got headphones and knee pads and snacks. Anyway, bit of fun. So I was gonna start like designing some stuff as well, but I'm not gonna really do much here. But I'll just show you quickly while we're here, because I'm not gonna go too much into different things. I'm gonna start working on my animation and stuff anyway properly. But you know, so you can work with like that blue pen and just do anything, like any kind of scenery setups and stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, is like, you know, you could go in and work any kind of shape, not just like doing a head with like those guidelines. You could do anything. Like this could be a block kind of shape, you see, that this could be here, another one, you know, these could be anything. These could be that speaker I drew for that guy, you know. This could be like some stuff in the back of a truck or something yourself. I'm better at drawing things, to be honest with you, than people. But you know what I'm saying, you could do this kind of like basic guy, like be nice and loose, even with rounded lines is fine. See, work out the shapes, and then it's a truck, you know what I mean? You know, flip it if you want to do that, see what that looks like. You know what I mean? But then you can just work with that basic guide, go on top of it, and then say, okay, let's see what all these things are. So I want this to be across here now. Okay, I want this to be here. I want to redesign this back part of it, and just do some sketches, you know. Just do some lines and things. It can be like just really rough. You don't even have to think them out too much. Just keep sketching. Type rounded, even though when they're supposed to be like straight lines, but just work it as you go and see what's what, you know. Just I don't know, just like seeing what's what. Put a little ladder on the side or whatever. Working the adjustment of that. The thickness of your brush and stuff, working out, just, you know, thinking about the three-dimensionality of it, but like the same way as what we did though with the character like setups, but like this time with the objects, with the things, you know, the things. Big wire thing around here, some kind of pipes or something. Just kind of work it out as you go, you know. And it doesn't even mean anything. I'm just like doing this like really. I hope it means something. Me doing this like for the art community. Damn it. For the individuals who know what it means to create. I'm saying, you know, but like I'm just saying, but like, you know, to come in. And just work with shapes, just sketch really roughly and just come up with these shapes until you, with a guideline of it all, see that, put some lines around it to know where the heights are of different things and stuff. See, and then just go over things again, the outlines of stuff to know which object is which. Even put a little character in here at some stage. I can do that, like go on another layer and work my stick figure again. Stick figure sketching in and stuff. This could be like an open, like little door part of this or something, maybe there. You know, that could have been like that. We can see the rest of this object in here now. Or something like that, you know. There, maybe. And then it just shows how you can kind of work the shaping of everything, you know, like that, maybe like the object, you know, like that. See, there, see, you know, it's just a bit of design work, see, and then work it all in. You could do like the road and stuff that is on, you know, later on if you wanted to. So there, work out the rest of the scene, but I'm just doing it like that. Turning that down now. You started with that, see? You started with that. It's like, and then you start blocking it all in. The same way we started with that stick figure for the character, and then we started to block in the shape of his body and everything, you know. You know what I mean? Like his clothing and stuff. You can flip it back if you want, see? If it's not looking right, just do that. You can change the view as well, like over here in Fire Alpaca. It's a great software, as I said, Fire Alpaca. Been using it for a long time, fairly long time now, you know. And this is really useful. These little extra lines and stuff, they like just help you understand and remember the form of this object. What I'm doing, see? Here's what I'm doing. It's not to say that they have to be in the final drawing. So that's there, and you could literally go in there now and start drawing your proper thing. You can use your rulers if you want to, like that as well. You know, and do a nice design. But I like to be nice and loose and sketchy anyway, you know, when I'm doing a picture. And just work it in. Just draw it in, you know. That's just a quick one I was going to say to you there, okay, while I'm here. So, you know, just going in with objects and stuff is the same as drawing a character, really. You can do the lines like to show where certain areas of this thing are, you see. So I know it's the front of it, so I'm like, okay, so I'm going to have something coming off the front of this. I'm going to have this thing coming off the front of this part here. So, or from this point here is a circle here, and it goes like that, coming off the front here. And I'm not trying to work out what is a hose or something, see? I don't know, some claws on the end of it. And I'm like, okay, I like the front of this, but I want to make it more rounded rather than, I mean more squared rather than rounded. So it's working with three-dimensionality. So, and this is here. Make it a bit more straight, maybe like that. You know, and then just work in this machine, whatever it's going to just working. You can just work in that machine, wherever it's going to be, as I say. Work in different parts of it as well. So this could be another part of it there. Something like that. So, and just work out the whole shape of it. You know, I don't know, I'm just being silly. Well, thanks for watching. You take care, guys, and more stuff to come.